our passion and our intimacy is hotter than it's ever been. And it's not because of new positions or new techniques or new toys or opening our relationship or bringing in other lovers. It's because we have a connection so deep and so profound. It just feels magical. If you're a gay man and you're noticing that in your relationships, you're giving a lot more than you're receiving, this video is for you. My name is Zach Bowles, and this is my husband, Andrew Sartori. Together, we are the creators and founders of Gay Men Thriving. And we have, over the last 8 years, really cracked the code on helping gay men build healthy, thriving, balanced, and reciprocal relationships. As gay men, we grew up feeling different, rejecting ourselves from an early age. And a lot of us learned how to perform and be who we thought other people wanted us to be in order to fit in, to be accepted, to be approved of, and ultimately to earn love. And even as an adult, after coming out of the closet, having sex with a man, those deeply rooted patterns still tend to pop up, especially when you're in a relationship with someone you're really attracted to, when you feel invested, when you really want to make it work. That's when these old behavioral patterns of trying really hard, camouflaging yourself, putting on a mask, trying to be who you think other people want you to be pops back up. And what we want to help you realize is that this is the very behavior that is causing the imbalance that you're noticing in your relationships. This overgiving, trying too hard, people pleasing energy may seem like the way to earn love and affection, but it actually teaches the guys that you're really attracted to or your partner to take you for granted. And Andrew and I know this because this is exactly what we've experienced in our relationship.
Yes, this was very much the pattern in our relationship. I used to bend over backwards to try to make Zach happy. I used to try to do so many things to help make his life as good as possible. Was more of the caretaker in the relationship. Sometimes it could feel like I was his parent. And it was all coming from a loving place. And I loved him very much. I wanted to see how he could thrive as much as possible and where he wasn't pulling his weight. Eventually, I could get resentful too and start telling him and communicating with all of the things that, oh, hey, we need to do this differently. How can we do this differently? I want you to do this. And eventually, once started as a really passionate romantic spark where both of us couldn't keep our hands off of each other for like the first few years, eventually he started to feel really repelled by me. And we just grew further apart for a while.
I had learned not to take him seriously because even though he would communicate his desires and he would try to set healthy boundaries with me, I would consistently see him crumbling on those boundaries and caving. And it wasn't the things he was saying because he was communicating how he felt and what he wanted, which is what all the gurus and all the experts say that you need to do. You need to talk it out. You need to talk it through. You need to communicate more, right? We've all heard it. But what they don't tell you is that talking more doesn't reignite the spark. Communicating more doesn't shift the energy that is causing the disconnect in the relationship. And it wasn't until Andrew stopped trying to put so much energy into fixing me and telling me what he wanted and needed and really started working on his energy by learning how to prioritize himself in a way that he hadn't before, learning how to really create that sense of solid stability and worth and confidence within himself, what we call owning your king energy, is what really made the ultimate difference in our relationship. Because until that happened, when he would tell me what he wanted or where he wasn't feeling satisfied or wasn't feeling like his needs were met, it felt annoying to me. And I didn't take him seriously and I didn't really respect him because even though he was using words to communicate what he wanted and needed, I didn't see him respecting himself. And that is where the energetic imbalance was causing this disconnect. And I'm not blaming Andrew. It's not like it's anybody's fault here. Our energy is constantly reacting to everyone around us. The energy that we give is what most directly impacts the way people feel about us, the way people treat us, and whether or not they take us seriously. And that's why it's not about the words, it's about the energy underneath them. And when Andrew started owning what we call your king energy and started prioritizing himself above me, started prioritizing his needs, his desires above mine.
and started having so much fun without Zach. I started enjoying my life so much without needing Zach to change, without needing him to come along. Ultimately, I started taking 100% responsibility for my own peace and happiness and stopped giving my power away to what Zach was doing or not doing, or to what I thought was fair or unfair. And also started having higher standards for myself and started upholding the boundaries that I was setting.
Yes, instead of talking about why he wasn't satisfied or pleased, he started simply saying, I'm not available to be talked to this way. I'm not available for this type of conversation. And I saw him having so much fun without me. I saw him prioritizing himself in a way he hadn't before. Him being in this higher energetic frequency, not only did I know that I was going to lose the relationship if I didn't step up, but the main driver was how attracted to Andrew I was all of a sudden. His physical appearance didn't change at all, but his energy, embodying this energy of a confident, empowered man who isn't available to settle, isn't available to be treated poorly, it commanded my respect and my desire. And I was turned on by him like I never had been before. And that's what made me realize I have an opportunity here to decide. Do I want to, stay in this kind of taker energy, expecting people to kind of pave my way and do things for me and lose this relationship and maybe just recreate that energy with someone else? Or do I want to step the fuck up and actually really put some effort into being a good partner? And I'm so glad I made the choice that I did. His energy inspired me to be the man that I am today, a loving, devoted, caring partner who really cares about how Andrew feels and what he thinks. Seeing Andrew's respect for himself, it really ignited my respect for him. And today we are able to have mutual respect and mutual understanding and mutual devotion. And we've elevated our communication skills along the way, which has helped us continuously, after being together for almost 10 years, continue to reignite the spark, reignite the connection. Our passion and our intimacy is hotter than it's ever been. And it's not because of new positions or new techniques or new toys or opening our relationship or bringing in other lovers. It's because we have a connection so deep and so profound. It just feels magical. When I look at you, I just see someone that I'm crazy about. I'm just excited to be the partner that you deserve because I enjoy spending time with you. I enjoy the balance and the mutual respect and the mutual passion that we share. And this is what's possible to you, no matter how old you are, no matter what you've been through, no matter what your dating history has been like, whether you're single or in a relationship, these energetic patterns are deeply rooted. It took a lot for Andrew to be able to learn how to prioritize himself and to not just pretend to not care about how I was feeling and to not just pretend to set healthy boundaries, but to really prioritize himself to where he wasn't attached to whether or not I was going to step up and rise to the occasion. And that's what takes precision. And that's the work that we do with gay men is help them build that level of inner security, of stability, that internal safety within to know that you're going to be okay no matter what your partner does or doesn't do because you are so committed to living a happy, fulfilling life. When that's your main objective, that is what you learn how to create. And when you combine that with owning your king energy, which is owning your standards, owning what you are and aren't available for, and learning how to honor yourself, that's what inspires the men that you're interested in or inspires your partner to rise to the occasion to really meet you halfway. It's not going to be about communicating more, asking for more of what you want, asking for what you need. When the energy's off, that just creates resentment. You've probably noticed your partner getting really defensive when you try to communicate about a lack of intimacy or a lack of effort on his part. It's because there isn't the respect, the energy to have that balanced reciprocal connection. But once you learn how to do what Andrew did, once you learn how to do what we teach our clients in energetic attraction coaching, you can rest assured that you're always going to be having thriving connections. You're always going to be able to create that inner security and confidence and trust from within that interacts with other people's energy instead of coming across as needy and clingy and desperate and trying too hard. You come across as a man who is embodying the energy of someone who believes and trusts in himself enough to know that he is not settling for anything less than he deserves and desires. And that's the magic that happens when you own your king energy and build these amazing connections.
Yeah, and a man who knows what he wants and is not gonna settle for less.
Exactly.
And yeah, I'm so happy that I really learned this and understood this for myself and made the changes and became more energetically aligned to have the kind of relationship I do today. And now, without needing Zach to change or asking him to change, he changed into the kind of man I always knew he could be and wanted him to be, but completely on his own without me having to do anything to make it happen, except completely alchemize and elevate my own energy and become the man that he wanted to be a match for. And I knew I'm thriving no matter what. If Zach changes or not, I'm thriving no matter what. And I'm enjoying blissful, passionate, stable, and healthy relationships
For the rest of your
for the
life.
rest of my life, no
Guaran-
matter who it's with.
Guaranteed. And it's just like that inspired me so much to want to be a part of what he was doing. He didn't have to ask. He wasn't waiting around for anymore. And I could feel that. And that's what really shifted the trajectory of our relationship. And I'm so grateful for you for being the one to really initiate this change. Because I thought I was, you know, enjoying being put on a pedestal and being prioritized and not having to put much effort in. But I've learned to feel so much pride in myself because I've learned to rise to the occasion to be the amazing partner that he enjoys today. And that's the power of energy. Like there's no magic words that can help you create this. It's not about meeting the right guy to finally have the balanced, healthy connection that you desire. It doesn't work that way. Our energy is what impacts the dynamic of the relationship.
Right. And it is a mathematical science. It is a mathematical science when you learn how to shift your energy and go deep to the core and elevate it in a potent way, people around you are going to respond differently. It's impossible for them to not respond differently. And this is when, if you're ever in energetic attraction coaching with us, we help you go to the core of your energy, exactly where you are today or next week, whenever it is, and help you see what are the potent shifts you can make in your energy right now that are going to have massive ripple effects over the following weeks. And you keep building and building and building. And it continues to amaze me at how fast our clients grow and evolve in just 2, 3, 4 weeks of working with us after they've had decades of imbalanced relationships and frustration and wanting to give up on dating altogether. Just 4 weeks sometimes, and it's a complete transformation already.
It's really amazing. Over the last 8 years, we've really cracked the code on how to help gay men really master their inner game by learning how to build that unshakable security within themselves, that balance, that solid foundation. And from there, able to build so much confidence and so much empowerment to step into that boldness and that magnetism that is just the sexiest thing a man can exude. So much more than your appearance or how much money you make or how big your dick is. Your energy is the most attractive quality. And when you're embodying that unshakable confidence, like Andrew learned to do, like our clients are learning how to do every day, it's so cool when you start seeing people respond to you differently. The guys that you once thought were out of your league start really paying attention because you're just showing up in a whole new way. And again, this isn't something that you can fake. This isn't something that you can perform. You know, like I talked about in the beginning of this video, a lot of gay men, we learn how to perform and put on a show to be accepted, to fit in. This is the opposite. It's an embodiment where you're less concerned about what other people are thinking and even how they're feeling, and really prioritizing yourself and honoring yourself and respecting yourself while being kind and loving and generous and really embodying that energy. It's such a potent force. And when you learn how to balance the intimacy that you're able to create, that closeness, that connection, like Andrew and I have, and really combine that with the mystery and the novelty and the newness that happens when you give yourself permission to really communicate who you are and what you're wanting and what you're needing from an empowered king energy, that's what keeps that erotic spark burning hotter and hotter over time. And this is the secret sauce to having a thriving, passionate, romantic relationship that grows stronger over time. The spark does not have to fade, and you do not have to settle for imbalance any longer. And it all starts with you. When you take these steps, when you try something that you've never tried before, which is our energetic attraction coaching, there's nothing like it on the planet. You can guarantee your success in love and dating for the rest of your life. And we would be honored to share more about this with you. If this spoke to you, I invite you to type energy down in the comments below. Go to gaymanthriving.com, or reach out to us, send us a direct message. We'd love to chat with you about how you can become another success story. And finally, once and for all, stop trying to talk more, stop trying harder, and let that thriving, passionate, reciprocal, balanced, healthy romantic relationship feel effortless, as Andrew did with us in our relationship. It
Yes.
took doing some deep work in the beginning, but today our relationship feels effortless and it just gets better and better every day.
Yes, it's when you allow yourself to be in your power, to be your most sovereign, attractive version of yourself, you get to allow the romantic relationship of your dreams organically unfold while you're simply being yourself and drawing to you love and romance like a magnet.
Yes. So type energy down below if you want to be a part of this process. If you want to be another success story. We've worked with hundreds of gay men and it's so exciting to see what they're experiencing now and we can't wait to support you. So type energy, reach out, and we hope you found this helpful. Bye for now. That was awesome. All right.